The Parliament Caucus on Monitoring Lynas has told the Australian rare earths miner to stop bullying Malaysia and remove the radioactive waste accumulated at its plant in Gebang, Pahang. The statement comes as Lynas said it was considering legal action against Putrajaya over the tough preconditions set for future licenses and permission renewals here. Calling it disappointing, its CEO Amanda Lacasse says this appears to be policy based on politics, not policy based on science. Wong Tak, who chairs the caucus, fired back, pointing out that the waste has polluted the site's groundwater with worrying levels of heavy minerals such as nickel and chromium. Around 12.5% of the people in the area still use well waters daily. In 2012, Lynas had promised in a letter of undertaking to the Atomic Energy Licensing Board to return all waste generated by its plant to the country of origin. The Equanimity, a 91.5-meter-long mega yacht once owned by fugitive businessman Lowtech Tee, is expected to be sold by March next year with a 9-digit asking price. This means the vessel, which was bought with $262.4 million misappropriated from 1MDB, could be sold for anywhere between 100 million ringgit and just below 1 billion. According to local media reports, 1MDB lawyer Sitpa Selvaratnam issued a statement today to say the Sheriff of the Admiralty Court would be seeking necessary court orders to start the second phase of judicial sale by private treaty. She says the 9-digit asking price will be available on application once approval of court is obtained. The 4.5-year-old Ocean-built luxury yacht was initially seized in Bali last February on the DOJ's initiative. It was handed over to Malaysian authorities in August. Cabbies and e-hailing drivers who do not contribute to SOCSO's Self-Employed Employment Injury Scheme will soon be unable to renew their licenses. HR Minister M. Kulasegaran says his ministry has already obtained the principal approval from the Department of Land Transport to implement the move. According to Kula, the measure comes as only about 7% or 7,000 out of 100,000 taxi and e-hailing drivers are contributing to SOCSO under the special scheme. The option was made available upon the request of those linked to the occupation, such as families and spouses affected by injured drivers previously. Kula points out that this profession entails drivers to be on the road longer than other jobs and that it is a high-risk occupation. The annual coverage price ranges from 154 ringgit to up to 550 ringgit. He points out that this means the minimum coverage is between 12 ringgit to 13 ringgit per month, cheaper than a pack of cigarettes. BIMB Holdings has made Muhammad Muazzam Mohamad the new CEO of BIMB and Bank Islam Malaysia effective today. Muazzam is currently the acting CEO of Bank Islam Malaysia. According to BIMB, Muazzam has played a key role in the bank's strategic direction, capital and balance sheet management, corporate finance and market positioning, among others. The two CEO positions have been vacant since Khairul Kamaruddin resigned on July 20th earlier this year. The Edge in its latest weekly edition reported that industry sources had expected Muazzam to be confirmed as CEO. Muazzam has over 20 years of experience in finance, audit and consulting. He joined Bank Islam as its Chief Financial Officer on May 11, 2015. Prior to that, he was a partner in KPMG where he spent 19 years. The developer of Bukit Bintang City Centre BBCC is expecting sales of 250 million ringgit next year, despite the market being quite soft at this juncture. This is based on the number of units it has sold so far for the 2 blocks of service apartments under the first phase of the development. BBCC Development says 90% of the first block of service apartments, Lucentia 1, have been sold, while Lucentia 2 has seen 60% of units sold. Meanwhile, the Strata office is also 60% sold. CEO Lau Tiam Chin says overall works for Phase 1 is progressing well and currently stands at 25% completion. Phase 1 comprises the 2 blocks of service apartments, a retail mall, Strata office, and entertainment hub, as well as infrastructure works. UDA Holdings jointly owns BBCC Development, along with EcoWorld Development Group and the EPF.